name is Tiffany, and I'm here in Chesterley Community Center. I live here, and we are doing a documentary about how smoking tobacco really has an effect on human beings and how it affects other people and us ourselves. We'll be interviewing our fellow community members about how smoking tobacco hurts them, and here's what they have to say.
Do you smoke?
Yep.
How long have you been smoking?
Since I was 14, 4 years now.
When did you first start smoking?
I actually started smoking when I was 13.
Do you smoke?
No, I do not.
Why don't you smoke?
Smoking is terrible for your health. Leads to cancer, as it's known, and just too much ailments that come from smoking. I'm not really interested in getting any of that.
So at what age did you start smoking?
I started smoking when I was 12, and I'm now 41.
How does your surroundings influence you on smoking?
Well, I pretty much was practically born in a cloud of smoke because everyone in my family smokes because in the Lebanese culture, it's big.
How does your family feel about you smoking?
Try to tell me to quit, but I don't know, they can't really say much because some people in my family smoke, How can you tell me not to smoke and you smoke?
Well, I remember it very clearly, I'll be honest. My friends at that time smoked. I don't know when they started. I think they probably started around the same time, but just seeing them smoking and they were just doing it so casually, and so it did look cool. Back then it looked cool. So I wanted to try it, and I did with them after school one day, and I remember I went home and I threw up. I was throwing up like crazy, but the next day when I went back to school, I didn't want anybody to laugh at me, so I said, can I have another one? And I did. I smoked that other cigarette. Although it made me feel sick, I smoked it.
Why do you think people start smoking?
Well, partially because people, social groups is one reason. Another reason could be family influence, cultural influence, and also just to rebel. Certain people decide to smoke because of that reason.
Studies show that smoking a cigarette can shorten your life by 10 minutes, and on average, people who die from smoking lose 15 years of their life, expected life.
You said you're not addicted to smoking, but you said you can stop whenever you want.
Yeah.
But you stop, but you still continue to smoke. Isn't that the same thing as being addicted?
No. Because, like she mentioned, it being in denial, no, it's not in denial because I know I can stop. But when I'm bored sometimes and I have nothing better to do, it's my choice whether I want to or I don't want to. If I don't want to, it's whatever. If I want to, it's still whatever. It's the same thing for me. It's like the same mood. It doesn't hurt me at all.
Does smoking affect the community?
It doesn't. That's the thing. Smoking does not affect, that's the way. Smoking actually does affect the community because little kids will be walking past, see you smoking, and then they'll be like, they'll just be watching you hard. I said, I don't know, like later on, they might ask people like, yo, is he smoking? Da, da, da. Like, I want to smoke too, you know what I mean? So yeah, especially I shouldn't be smoking in front of little kids. But see little kids walk past, I hide it.
How do you think smoking cigarettes affect the Chesterley community?
Well, it affects because I guess the younger, like really young children are looking at it and they're like, oh, all the big cool people are smoking. Why don't we try it too? And thing is, I believe that there's a certain age where it should be okay to smoke. Like 13 was way too young, right? And like the thing is, it's only getting younger with people trying now. So I think that it's affecting the younger children. Like eventually it's gonna get to 8-year-olds.
If I had known all the effects when I was 12 years old, I wouldn't have started. If I had known all the facts and the health hazards and the chemicals and things that go into cigarettes, I would not have started. If I had seen the cigarette packs then the way they look now, which are not very appealing, they've got, people having strokes, people dying of lung cancer on the cigarette packs, I wouldn't have bought the cigarette packs.
Did you know it has more than 4,000 chemicals?
I heard it was 24.
4,000.
Damn. That's not good.
Does that change the way you feel about cigarettes?
No.
Okay.
When you start smoking tobacco, nicotine goes through your bloodstream and reaches your brain within 8 or 10 seconds. Nicotine can be a deadly poison that causes vomiting, shaking, and numerous amounts of symptoms.
Okay, so what do you think kills more people? Tobacco or AIDS?
Tobacco.
Tobacco or illegal drugs?
I'm going to say tobacco.
Tobacco or car crashes?
Do you have the answers to these, by the way?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Tobacco or car crashes? Tobacco.
Tobacco or suicide and murder?
Tobacco.
Well, you're right. All of those, what people die from, all of those combined are even less than what people dying from tobacco. How does that make you feel?
Some ways you think can help prevent the start of people smoking?
Well, number one, let's get rid of all of the destroy cigarette companies completely, demolish them, get rid of it. That would be the number one way. But since that's obviously not possible, we can just raise awareness about the entire cigarette companies, about the products themselves, and about the health effects like we have been, but at a younger age, and emphasize certain things that will happen when you do start smoking.
If you're looking on getting help and quitting smoking and you live in Ontario, you should call 1-877-513-5333. The website is gosmokersfree.gc.ca.